The next question I've got written on here is from an unknown source. I don't really know who it is because they never left their name, so if you recognise this question, then hi, thank you. But the question is, what is your favourite song that you've ever written, and what is your least favourite, and why? Well, I've never really had to think about that question until now, and the only answer that I can give, I guess the least favourite song that I've ever written is, let me think of this, the least favourite song that I've ever written. Well, I don't know if any of you can notice behind here, this is some of the artwork that come from Symbolic Hemispheres, and I would say the best song that I've written from Symbolic Hemispheres, in my eyes, maybe not in your eyes, but in my eyes, the song that I enjoy the most is probably Stabbing Daggers, or possibly Terra Nova. But one of the silent favourites for me is Guns and the Godless Government. That was a song that came from nowhere. It was a song that I wouldn't say I didn't really want to write, because I wrote it, but it was something that spawned from nothing. I didn't have no clue where I was going. I just had the guitar riff and I built on it from there. I've changed my mind. I'd say Guns and the Godless Government is probably my favourite song from Symbolic Hemispheres, purely because the vocal line is something different. It's something that you guys probably wouldn't have expected from me. It was out of the norm, and I feel that it pushed my songwriting ability. So that would be my favourite song from Symbolic Hemispheres. My least favourite song that I've ever written, there's a few of them. The least favourite song that I've ever written. I'll come back to that. I'll keep thinking about it, but I'll come back to it. The next question that I've got here is, why are there so many cross-genre songs on Symbolic Hemispheres? Well, that's a brilliant question, because I do get asked that quite a lot. You know, why is it like 3 or 4 songs are all like raw in your face, and the other songs are sung like some choir boy? Well, the answer to that is that I have many tastes in music. I'm not stuck, and I don't want to be stuck and be labelled with one particular thing. I like heavy rock, I like heavy metal, I like melodic rock, I like pretty much all types of music. I have a lot of influences. I have a Silverchair influence, which a lot of you people will have realised by now. I have a very big influence by the band Rush, which is why you will see from like Seeds and Leeches that I have got a song called Symbolic Hemispheres 2. I have followed my idols like Rush, because they sometimes do a part 1 and a part 2 of similar songs over 2 different albums. Let me think now. If I was to reel off 5 bands that I really like, and they'd be totally different. I love Silverchair, I love Chimera, I love Rush, I love Machine Head, and 5th band that I like, Muse. There you go. I'm not so keen on latest Muse stuff, but you can see why I have so many up and down tempo songs. And I feel that that's something that's good. I feel that that's something that you, as a consumer, as a listener, could think about, well, and go, well, hang on a minute, at least he's not producing the same thing over and over again. He has the ability to give us something that we weren't expecting. And I hope to do that again with my next instalment of Seeds and Leeches. Again, I'd like to publicly apologise for the fact that I did announce that I was going to have a double album, and like I did say in my Facebook comments and public apologies before, that if music was really my 9-to-5 job, where I woke up and did nothing but music, I could no way in hell deny the fact that I could produce a double album, and I want to, and I wanted to. The only thing is that I have a job which is now has weird hours, and these hours are kind of hindering me to continue my visions. I know it's pissed a lot of people off, and for that I am deeply sorry. I'm sorry to the point of where I wish that I never had come out and openly said that I was planning on doing stuff like that, and I think that that is part of my downfall. I tell people like you too much too soon, and then when I can't fulfill that, I think, ah, shit, you know. But how can I complete what I said I would do? I find that within myself, I constantly try to please and give other people what they want, and sometimes that is impossible, and sometimes I might make myself sound a bit silly and say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then when I've gone away and thought about it, I've gone, well, how the hell am I going to really do that? But going back to my least favourite song, in my old band Siphon, I actually wrote a song that the whole band called The Tedious Song. We never really had no title, and it is a song that maybe, you know, you guys will never ever get to hear again. I certainly don't intend to resurrect it to be part of one of my solo albums. But it was a tedious song that just repeated itself over and over again. And it was a song that I wrote real early in my songwriting career. I'm trying to think now if we actually did have a proper title, but we didn't. We always called it The Tedious Song, so, you know, it was something that really was tedious. And a bit like my commentary now, goes on and on and on. But anyway, I'd like to take this moment to say thank you sincerely to everyone who's ever supported me, everyone who's ever given my music a listen, anyone who's ever watched a YouTube video of mine. You know, I can't do what I do without people like you that are always going to want to be there to listen to what I do. And I do hope that one day I can take all my songs and go out there and do tons of gigs. The only reason why I don't do that is simply because at this precise moment in time, I am a one-man band. Not because I want to be, but because, like I stated earlier on in the interview, if I don't do everything myself right now, then I won't be able to give you anything. And have me play the type of songs that I'm making and stand on stage and play to a backing track, I wouldn't want to go and watch that. So, you know, this is my plea to you guys out there. If any of you are sincere enough that want to do this with me and play the songs that I've written and play future songs that I haven't written yet, you know, if you want to do this and take this on the road, you can let me know by emailing me, kdavismusic@gmail.com. You know, drop me a line, you know. Anyone out there that has any ambition, that wants, you know, you don't have to do it to be famous. I think I've gone past that. You know, I write music now for my own pure enjoyment, and if anything comes of that, that's brilliant. So, you know, just look out for Seeds and Leeches in, well, the not too distant future. I've already so far recorded the guitars to 3 songs now. It was 2.5 the other day. So, you know, things are moving forward. Maybe not as fast as I would like, but, you know, they're getting done. And yet again, I can't thank any of you enough for taking the time to really give me your time. So, thank you. I do appreciate it, and I hope to see and hear from all of you soon.